Good morning! My mom and I are here at the Ute Crossing off Trail Ridge Road, and this is located inside Rocky Mountain National Park. All right, guys, we're starting here at about 7:05. And just to let you guys know, the trail is closed 2 miles ahead because that's where you're going to start getting into the burned area. This should be a beautiful day to do the Ute Trail. Seems like every time I'm up here, the skies are kind of nasty, but not today. Not today. Had a minor detour. Had to run back to the car and get the windscreen for my microphone. It's a little windy up here. That's big ol' Stones Peak over there. I've never attempted that one before. Looks pretty hard. The problem is you have to access it from like the Fern Lake Trail, and that's all closed now. And this is a pretty trippy trail. You kind of got to watch where you're going at all times, or else you'll stub your toe or trip over one of these rocks sticking up. In my opinion, this is one of the best bang for the buck trails in all of Rocky Mountain National Park. I mean, it's not very long. It doesn't have a lot of elevation gain. It's just a little rough. However, you're going to get some of the best views. I mean, when you do this trail, you start out looking at like Mount Ida, and then by the time you get to the end, you're looking at Long's Peak. And you see everything in between. It's pretty amazing. This was actually the first hike, like legit hike, that I ever did. And then midway through the hike, you get an awesome view of the Mummy Mountains as well. I mean, you literally get to see almost every mountain in Rocky Mountain National Park on this hike. And then over there to the left, that is Sundance Mountain. It's easy to get to, but you really don't want to walk across the tundra. And we've got some more inversion clouds over here. I think that's what they're called. If there's snow on this hike, it's usually right here. Oftentimes I've been through this spot and there's been a snowfield, but not today. It's all melted up. We got flowers instead. It's always awesome to hike above the clouds. Super cool. We've almost made it down to Timberline Pass. We're pretty close. We're on the downhill section. We're pretty much out to Timberline Pass. It's right out there in front of me. A lot of people like to sit on that little rock right there. However, we're probably going to hike up to this high point where I plan on doing some time lapses. gonna cut off the trail right here and head on over to the high points. The cool thing is you can walk across this and stay on the rocks 95% of the time. This is awesome up here right now. Wow. This is why the trail ends right up here, and why the remainder of it is closed, and why you can't go down Timberline Pass or down to Beaver Mountain. It's just all destroyed through there. It's looking back at the Tombstone Ridge. We were thinking about doing that today, but we're probably gonna pass. We're just up here enjoying this beautiful day. We're getting some amazing views, even though we can't see much other than a sea of clouds. And then right out there, those two peaks sticking up. The one on the left is Twin Sisters, and we did that a week ago today. And then the one on the right is Estes Cone, and we did that 2 weeks ago today. The clouds are starting to break up down there, and we can see all the damage from the East Troublesome Fire. That's going to be the Fern Lake Trail and Spruce Canyon area. We've probably been sitting up here for around an hour. However, the wind is picking up. It's starting to get a little cold. So it's time to go. It's time to head on back. It's about 10:40 right now, which means that took us about an hour and 20, I think, to come down. I'm not sure. I really haven't been paying attention to time today. We're just out here enjoying it. And I think we picked the best hike to do today. I mean, anything else at a lower elevation, we would have been hiking in a cloud. But this entire trail was above the clouds, so I'll take it. Hope you enjoyed that one. And until the next hike, y'all, peace. And for some extra bonus footage, we pulled off at the Cascade Cottages. And this is where we used to stay all the time when we came here on vacation. Unfortunately, these are no longer in use. You can't stay here any longer. But this is the cabin that we always would stay at, and the river is right behind it.